I didn't announce it. Just finished with the members only. So hopefully a few people come in and we'll start talking about things, answer questions, and all that stuff. I don't know why I threw that in there. All right, as you pop in here, just throw up a hello so I know who you are and that you're here. And we'll wait for a few people to get in here and we'll start up. But hey, Pam, Dennis, appreciate you guys. Really do. Thank you very much. TC, how you doing? And yes, we are back, Aaron. Hey, Eric. Hello, how are you? Hello again, Grant. Charlie, how you doing? So if you guys got questions, pop them up. I'll answer some questions at the beginning here. And then I'll do a few announcements. It's not going to be a real long live because I got to get back to work on Duke. But I just wanted to jump on here real quick and update things. Jerry, how you doing? Nice meeting you, sir. It was excellent. I'm going to be back down that area April 7th. All right. TC recovering from back surgery. Yeah, good time now, at least not in the middle of summer when everything's up. So, hey, Brian, how you doing? Irish Outlaws in the house. He's driving truck. Yes. Carl, how you doing? Thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. Sandy's in the house down here. She came down to see Dad. Here's Squirt. Yes. Come here. Oh. Oh. Sandy came down to say hi. Say hi, Sandy. Oh, let's get you up here. You're slipping, falling down. So, okay. Yeah, Whitney's on time this time. Sandy says, thank you very much for the treats, Whitney. She loves her treats. Where's Pamela? Pamela's up at the house. The grandkids were over this afternoon, so she was playing games with the grandkids. I think when I came down, they were playing Candyland. But it looks like my daughter-in-law and son-in-law are here now. I just looked up. So, trying the live from a different angle because it's starting to get warm enough. I actually have the garage door open right now, so I can be on this side of the shop and still get a live with a decent signal because my building is metal, doors metal, everything. So, Michael wants to play. We're up to 25. If you're in here, say hi so I can say hello to you. And if you have questions, let's ask your questions now. We're going to do questions kind of at the beginning. Then I'll do some announcements, say what's going on, and then we'll be probably about 15 minutes wrapping it up. So it's sunny here. It's low to mid 40s, but there is a wind with a bite. Oh my gosh, and it's doing good. Scott, yes, I've been invited verbally. I actually knew about it before it happened because when we were down doing the Trino videos. Well, I kind of knew. I had an idea. I said, hey, when are you going to put a ring on that thing? And he said, well, that's coming up. So, anyway. Sean, nice work keeping us entertained in the UK, too. All right. Hello and welcome from across the pond. KP, driving home from work, listening. How you doing, big dog? Yeah, KP, Fellowship of Cars. If you have not gone and checked out his channel, please do. Great dude. I was up there last Monday, Tuesday, hanging out, and I ended up buying 2 cars in Georgia. So we'll be going back and getting those as part of the announcements coming up. And Aaron, how are you? Yeah, Jerry, mid-60s in Georgia. Yeah, bite me. Excellent, Aaron. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. 84 in Yuma, Arizona. Whitney, that's, yeah. You can have that and send some of it this away. I mean, it was almost 8. It was like high 70s here on Friday, and now it's cold again. So if you don't like the weather in Iowa, wait 10 minutes. It'll change. Not a problem. Okay. One thing I want to talk about is merch. Okay, so we have the hats, we have shirts, we have stickers. I have a couple of other ideas, shirt ideas, I guess what I say, additions, whatever, I don't know, that I want to produce. However, the thing is, for those of you that don't know, all of us YouTube creators, we have to buy all the merch up front. So The same guy that does Dalton's does my merch, and excellent dude, excellent dude. Him and his team down in Washington, Iowa, do a great job. Hey Pete, hey Sonny, how are you? And so we have to, like, all the shirts, everything that's in inventory down there right now for me, hats, shirts, stickers, all color sizes. I had to pay for all that up front. So, and I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, until some of that sells down, I'm not going to reinvest the money to come out with the new merchandise. So if you haven't got a hat, shirt, sticker, or anything, please jump on to theinevitablejim.com. Appreciate it. Support the channel so we can come out with some new stuff. Okay, so this week, you see Duke's behind me. And thank you, Pam and Dennis. I'm glad you liked your shirts. Duke's behind me. I'm filming part 2 right now. And Richie's coming. I'm filming tonight and tomorrow night. And then Richie's coming over Tuesday night. Going to wrap up the filming for part 2. Should have the video out Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. And this week's video that came out on Friday, the first part of Duke, kind of struggled a little bit. I kind of know why. Paying to Nexter hats. Aaron, thank you very much. I was going to get to the 10K, but you beat me to it, dude. Aaron's bringing it up, so I'll hit it. Thank you very much for all the support. We hit 10,000 subscribers yesterday about noon, and I couldn't be happier. It was the first big benchmark that we were shooting for, and couldn't be happier, and I couldn't do it without you guys that watch. So thank you very much for watching and hitting the like and leaving comments and all that. Truett, how you doing? Two Bag Jenkins in the house. 7-3 Power Stroke. Hello. So, Duke video, with traveling, like last weekend I was in Kansas City on a speaking engagement for 2.5 days for the auto industry. Came home one day. Then I flew down to Georgia, got back. Then I had to do my regular jobs. Okay. And then, so the video didn't come out till Friday. So I kind of knew it was going to struggle a little bit because let's face it, if you put out a video on Friday, you're up against all the big dogs. You're up against Eric. You're up against Junkyard Diggs. You're up against No Nonsense, No How, my buddy Dalton at Pole Barn Garage. I mean, you're up against all the big dogs. So I knew it would struggle at first, and it did, but it's picking up now. I've noticed that the views have gone up after everybody watches all the big dogs, and they come out and watch the smaller ones. Which I know I'm a smaller channel. It's not big. I'm not offended or anything, but that's just kind of the way it is. So watch for me to try to stick more to that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday release, midweek stuff, because my videos seem to do better when I do that. So part 2 on Duke's coming out this week. After that, we'll have the 54 Internationals coming up next. Somewhere in there, I'm going to get the hoist review, the 4-post drive-on lift review finished up and get it out there. Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate it. And am I going to be Dalton's best man? He hasn't asked me that. I've been invited to the wedding, but I doubt I'll be the best man. He's got people that are much closer to him in his life, and that's fine. I'm just happy to be a part of it. So TC watched me first. That a boy. That's how it is. I was watched second on Friday. Scott watched me second. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll let Richie know too. Anyway, so we have a lot of stuff coming up. So about the Georgia trip, I know KP's listening in. He's driving home from work right now. So when I went down to KP's, great dude, by the way, awesome family. He's got the cutest little girl. She drew rainbows on the driveway and showed me and everything. It was awesome. But anyway, so I went down there to look at a couple cars. He'd found me a couple cars. Turned out those two didn't quite work out, but in the same yard we went to, of course, I found a few more. And so I did end up buying a 74 Chevy Monte Carlo, and I did also buy a 68 Buick LeSabre. Got my eyes on a Chevelle, but we're not so sure what's going to happen there. Anyway, so I am going to do a fly down to Georgia, revive, and drive home 800 miles on the Monte Carlo next month. So look out for that one to be coming. And you'll see some stuff from KP. Now, if you haven't gone over to Fellowship in Cars and subscribed to his channel, you need to. If you don't, you're an idiot. Sorry. He's a great guy. Go over and subscribe to his channel. Help him out. He's a good guy. And you may, if you subscribe, then he does a lot more shorts than I do. I don't do any shorts, really. And so he's going to be doing some lead-up work and stuff about the LeSabre and about the Monte Carlo before I even go. So if you want to get a jump on kind of what's going to happen and what's going on with those cars, watch some of his content. He'll be doing some shorts and stuff. And I told him that was cool. So yeah, go over and check out his stuff. He's got a cool little Honda right now he's doing, and but yeah, good stuff. So we got that coming up. The Internationals next. We're gonna be redoing an engine for it. Duke's this week, and after that, I counted up now. I've got 12 the content for 12 episodes of stuff here already purchased or everything. Hey Daryl, how you doing? Love the emails. I just checked out the last one, that Mustang. A little rougher than I want, but I liked it. So there's a lot more to come. I'm not going to be struggling for content. Just here right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right now off the top of my head, vehicles that are here. So things are coming. So I would look good in shorts. Thanks, Scott. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Hats are next for Pam and Dennis, by the way, they mentioned. So yeah, get you some. The blue ones are nice too. And here's the thing: this isn't a sticker. That screen print, that's embroidered, man. Marcus and his team do awesome work down there. That's an actual embroidered hat. Carl says they all love you. Well, I appreciate it. I love you guys too. And Two Babe says, sounds like you've been busy. I'm always busy too. I don't think my feet cool off very often. I've always been on the move. But yeah, you take the opportunities when you can and live life. So, Fellowship of Cars, I'm breaking in my 55 Chevy camshaft this week. Say a prayer. He does, yeah, and he does post normal videos too. He does full-length videos. I was just pitching your shorts, KP, because I know you're going to do a few shorts as you get the stuff from me on the Buick and things. By the way, there's another part coming your way. Gas tank's going to show up at your house, KP. So I've been ordering parts for the Monte Carlo and telling KP, hey, this is coming, this is coming. He's going to have a whole bunch of stuff piled up there so when I get back. So anyway, questions. Anybody got any questions? Hit them up here. I'll answer them because I'm not going to go much more in a couple, 2, 3 more minutes. I wanted to say thank you to everybody for the 10,000 subscriber mark. It was a huge, huge goal for us. And as of noon yesterday, we hit that with 10,001 subscribers when I checked it. And so thank you. I mean, it's because of you guys that we were able to do that. So you just got to see this. That cute puppy of mine. She's just sitting there looking out the door of the shop, enjoying the weather. What you doing, Sandy? Yeah, she got to come over, say hey. All right, yeah, she just loves to sit there and look out the weather. But anyway, hey, Corey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Excellent. You answered me back last week. I still think you should paint Duke. Well, here's the deal. Whitney, answer your question real quick. I personally think you buy it one size bigger on the shirt just because they are really good quality shirt and they will shrink if you put them in the dryer. If you let them air dry, they stay the same size. Anyway, and yes, I wish Dalton could have brought that question home because I thought it was a nice one. Thanks again for the gift there, Corey. I do appreciate the super chat there. Speaking of things to do, I have something I want to talk to you about after the live. Yes, Michael, go ahead and text me later. Congratulations, Welder. Thank you, Sonny. I really appreciate it. Kind of got sidetracked there. Sandy does that to me. She's such a cute little girl. But anyway, watch Fellowship of Cars. He does some good stuff. And again, congratulations to Dalton and Jess. Hey, Ed, how you doing? For their engagement, it's going to be awesome. I don't think they haven't said anything back with a date or anything yet. I don't know. So your content brings us back, Jim. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We think you're the best, brother. Well, thank you very much. I had a guy once, a comment on one of my videos. The guy said, lose the cheesy game show host pitch and be more natural and be yourself. Try to be more funny like Dalton. I gotta laugh and chuckle at that. If I'm coming across as a cheesy game show host, then so be it, because you are seeing me. This is who I am. Now, do I have other personalities and other traits that come out in different settings? Yes, I consider my audience when I'm doing something. When I'm on Dalton's channel doing something with him, you see a little different side of my personality because it's like when I did that Dodge van, it was something that wasn't meant to be super serious, and you saw a different side of me. And we did some backyard butchery. When I'm doing that versus doing serious work on some of the older stuff, it's a different vibe, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I appreciate that. Somebody was asking me about painting Duke. Oh gosh, a whole bunch of them there didn't go. Me and Sarah always look forward to your vehicles. Thank you, Daryl. Thanks, Jerry. Any woman that would suck up rat crap for you is a keeper. Yeah, for Jess. Pam's done it for me on a couple of these old turds. Pat, oh, hello. Sonny, do me. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to do me. I'm sorry, the messages I got behind here. Let me catch up. Greetings from the pisser at your favorite pizza place. Hey, I'm getting watched in all kinds of environments. You're awesome. I love watching your content. Man, I got to get caught up. Just be yourself. And that's what it is. I'm just trying to be myself. There we go. I'm all caught up now. Thanks again, Truett, on the 10K. Painting Duke. Here's the thing. And I know half of you are going to love it, half of you aren't. I'm going to leave Duke with the patina. Now, I got some things I'm going to do about the patina, but here's the thing. At first, I thought Duke would be a good one for me to learn how to paint, because I've never painted a car, other than spray cans, you know. And I thought, well, it might be a good one to do. And the way I look at it this way is, I know I like this look. I'm not sure I'd like the painted look, and I can always paint it later. So I'm going to preserve the patina the way it is, and there's some steps I'm going to do, and that's a surprise coming up in the second part 2. And I'm going to leave it that way. So Hanlon's Garage, I'm only 9,000 from 10,000. Oh, man. Excellent. Arrested Decay is great. I agree with that, Whitney, and I guess I haven't heard it called that. Arrested Decay. I like that. That's a nice line. I might have to use that if it's okay. I'm going to steal it from you. Yeah, go for it on something that doesn't matter. I appreciate that sentiment, Pete, because here's the thing. My first paint job, I mean, it's gonna suck. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna do stuff, and I really like Duke. I'm keeping Duke around. I mean, I like this truck, and so I absolutely want to make sure I still enjoy walking up to it and driving it. So, you and Dawn actually gave me the idea for self tappers and metal on the floor of my 04 Expedition when I had to change the fuel pump. That's right. Sometimes you got to get to it the easy way. All right. Thanks, Whitney. Yeah, mistakes and all. That's just it. So I've got a couple cars coming up that I might decide to try to paint. I don't know. I got to learn a little bit more about it because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I bought a paint gun. I have the stuff to do it, but I know zero about how to mix it and the hardener and the activator and all those things but I'm going to learn, but I don't want to get into doing a lot of it. I just want to say I just want to say I can and did it once because of all the things I've ever done in my automotive hobby, I've never painted a whole car with like an actual paint gun and such. I want to be able to say I've done it and can do it. So it probably won't be Duke, but we'll see. Yeah. Painting is easy. The prep work that's hard. I agree with you on that. I've seen and talked to Dalton about what it takes, and it all depends on what you want for a product. And I'm going to agree with you there, Jason. Duke has nature's paint, and they're only original ones, and that's the thing. They're only original ones, and once you take it away from that, it's never going to go back. So here's the thing: is when it comes time, I'll find the right vehicle to experiment on, and maybe I'll try to paint it. Who knows? Pete, you've got one laying around. What, a car to paint? You get an air pressure. Yeah, that's the thing, TC, is I've got everything to do it. I just want to try it one time. I wonder if you could get Kevin from Paintification to help you. Might be good for both channels. The thing is Kevin on the Paintification, he here's the thing. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. Okay. The bigger YouTube channels do not like to collaborate with the little YouTube channels unless you're actually friends. Okay. And here's why. I get it. I understand. Okay. The biggest thing they're going to look at it and go, what's in it for them? You know, for them to, okay, so let's say Paintification, or let's say something really crazy. Let's say Derek Weisgrip collaborated with me. It does nothing for his channel. I benefit greatly. Okay. It does wonders for me. But you got to understand, for some of these bigger channels, this is their livelihood. This is their business. And they got to make sure that, you know, that they're looking out for their best interests. Now, if helping another channel and collaborating is something that they're passionate about, then sure. One thing I will say about Dalton is he doesn't care how big you are. If you're a good guy, you're a good guy, and he'll do stuff with you. He'll take the time to talk to anybody. Now, does that mean we all like everybody we meet? No. There's certain people we click and become friends with, and certain people we don't. But that's just it. So I've made a conscious effort to reach out to a handful of more humble size channels like myself. And because there's some great guys out there that, you know, if I find channels that are a little closer to the same size and audience that I have, then everybody wins. Both sides benefit, and it's easier to get collaborations to work. I can't tell you how many times I've had somebody say, well, Junkyard Diggs is in Iowa with you. You should do a collaboration with him. I'd love to do a collaboration with Kevin, but Kevin's a very busy guy, and he's got a lot going on. He doesn't have time to mess around with a 10,000 subscriber YouTube channel. Not that there's anything to shake a stick at, and I'm very proud of my channel, but I can see what he's looking at. He's got, what, 1.2 million subscribers or something? Yeah, I'm 2 hours away from him, but it's different realities. That's all it is. And I have no problem with the fact that they're like that, but it is the way it is. That's life. Okay. Yeah, I'd work with a guy with 1 subscriber. The thing is you gotta understand, guys, I had no subscribers. None. Zero. Zip. Zilch. 4 months ago. My first video came out November 12th, I think it was. All right. So that's why, you know, the car hobby for me has always been about meeting other people and enjoying the company of other car guys. And what I found is there are a lot of YouTube creators out there that strike a chord with me that I get along with good. You know what I mean? And that's just it. So, like, you take the time to reach out to them, and if they reach back out to you, you start a conversation. If you hit it off, you go do things with them. Travis B and his dad Rick down in Tucson. If you haven't seen him, the Travis B, he has a great YouTube channel. Probably the most down-to-earth, awesome dudes you'd ever meet. I talk to Rick and Travis occasionally and on a fairly regular basis, but they're great guys. Again, he's a bigger channel, but he takes the time to help other guys. So he's one of the good dudes. And there are, you hear this before, and you've seen it before, there are YouTube creators out there that are not the same person that they show you on the screen. And it's just that's true with any walk of life or any segment of the population. Okay, I'm not calling anybody out or saying it's bad. It's just, it is what it is. That's life. I try to identify the guys that are the real deal. Dalton, I'm going to tell you, and Michael will back me up. He is who he is. You see him, he's the same dude when you meet him in person. And Jerry said it right there. It's all about talking the cars. Jerry's a great fan. I met him when I was down in Georgia. Turns out he lives like a mile from KP. And anyway, we went and talked to Jerry. We just meant to pop in for 10 minutes. I think we were there almost an hour just talking cars, you know. And that's just it. It's car guys getting together doing car guy things. And that's what I like. That's what I like. Here's the thing. Yeah, Michael agrees with that 1,000,000%. Excellent. So I'm going to be reaching out and trying to do as many collaborations as I can. And was I a farmer in another life? No, I'm a technician in my current life. That's where this comes from. Here's the thing. I just, it's not about the money for me. It's not about the fame. It's not about anything. The biggest reason I started this channel is, well, Dalton kept saying I should because you're good at it. Okay, fine. But here's the honest deal is when I was a young technician, when I was learning and I was an apprentice, and I didn't know squat, there's a handful of really good old master technicians, master mechanics that took the time to take me under their wing and teach me some things, taught me some tips and tricks and ways of thinking when you're working on a car to be successful at it. And when Dalton kept telling me, he said, Jim, you're out in your garage doing this stuff anyway, you should film it. And I kept telling him, dude, I don't know nothing about digital cameras, film editing, or any of this stuff. He goes, look, I swear to God, this is what Dalton said to me. He looked at me and said, dude, I'm an idiot, and if I can figure it out, so can you. So that's why I started, that's why I started thinking about doing it. But honestly, here's why I did it. All those guys, all those old master technicians that are long gone, took the time to teach me. And if I don't take the time in my life to pass that knowledge on, those tidbits they taught me, then it's almost like disrespecting the time they took to teach me. And that's something that I didn't want to do. I want to respect the honor of what and the time they took to teach me and pass it on to someone else. So that's kind of why I'm doing it. And Sandy just took off running, so that means Pam must be peeking her head out somewhere. Everybody's asking about you, Pam, so if you're on the live, come down to the garage. They want to say hi. And that's it. So, Rochelle, I was brainstorming YouTube ideas with Dalton when he had 3,000 subs and I had 500. He's exactly the same person now. He is. Dude, that dude hasn't changed. Always do what you love. I get it. Pam, I can guarantee Jim's the same guy on screen as he is off it. You got to say that. You're my wife. But here's the thing. There's things that it's just, the pure enjoyment of the hobby. There's people that are just this close that they're thinking about getting into the cars. They're thinking about tearing into that project, but they don't quite have 100% of the, I don't want to say confidence or whatever. So they'll watch a YouTube video, whether it's mine or somebody else's, and they'll get a little bit of knowledge, because knowledge breeds confidence, confidence breeds enthusiasm, and enthusiasm is what gets things done. And they gain a little knowledge and confidence on something, and they actually go out and start working on their project car. So if I can be a part of inspiring somebody into action, whether it's a guy that has the skills but has been kind of sitting back, has been thinking about it, or whether it's a new guy wanting to get in and do it, there's nothing more awesome for pay in this world than inspiring another person. I do speaking, I have speaking engagements for the automotive industry, and I've spoken literally all over the country. I've spoken at SEMA. And here's the thing. When you're speaking to a group of people and you're talking about ideas and thoughts, and all of a sudden you see somebody start taking notes like crazy, I love that, because a light bulb just went off in your head. Something that you just said made a difference to that person and is changing their way of thinking. And that's great. That's what I like. Sandy just came running back down, which means Pam must be on the way, so hang around. You'll probably get to say hi. It's guys like you, Dalton, and Derek, and Kevin that actually teach me things about cars that I didn't know. I like it when you ask a question about the engine of my set. So I appreciate that. A friend of mine and I has a Spitfire 20s, couldn't get to run. My dad took it. Yeah, exactly. Some of the old timers actually know some stuff. I totally understand passing on information. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Nothing better than helping out. It's right. And that's just it. I don't know, that's why I do it. You know what I mean? I've always enjoyed finding these cars, bringing them back to life. And every once in a while I get one like Duke that I fall in love with and I keep it. Otherwise, it's about passing it on to new owners. So having said that, the 78 Lincoln Continental is gone to a new owner. Gentleman over in Illinois bought it and he's absolutely thrilled. He's enjoying the car. The Pontiac Grand Safari wagon, I was going to keep it. I kept saying, nope, it's not for sale. And then a viewer keep saying reader, man, I'm dating myself. A viewer reached out, and it was important. The car's going to the right home. It's what I did it for. This car is going to the right person. It's leaving tomorrow, and it's headed to Louisiana. So somebody's asking, how did you get into doing the speaking engagements? Good question. Here's the deal. So I own an automotive shop. Everybody knows that. And in 2004, I'd grown it to a point, but it kind of stalled. Long story short, I got involved with a business coaching company to help me, figure out business side of things. Turns out I got pretty good at it, and then I actually started working for them, speaking for them, and teaching other shop owners all over the country and the world. And then that blossomed and grew, and there you go. It's the rest is history, as they say. So that's kind of how I got into speaking. Bro's girlfriend ripped off all the plug wires before he marked them. That was fun. Yeah, before smartphones. Yeah, I bet that was fun. I've done more on the Torino and my LTD mechanically than I've done on any other vehicles. I'd agree with that, Jerry. That Torino, man, I'm still thinking about it. Don't worry on that. Good one, Irish. I missed something, Irish. So you're saying you're the Matt Foley of the automotive YouTube world. If I knew who Matt Foley was, I might agree with you, but it sounds like a good thing because you'd never say anything that's kind of bad. But Pam's in the house. Come on over and say hi.
I look awful.
You don't look awful. You look awesome.
I had 3 of our 11 and a half grandchildren over, the 4, 5, and 6-year-olds.
So she's a little wrung out. They were on fire. They were jazzed up.
They were so excited. In fact, my daughter came to get them, and they were like, "No, we don't want to go." And I'm like, "I love you, but you need to go."
BK Hobbies is asking, is there any car that you'd like to work on that you haven't yet? Yeah, you know what? I'd like to have an AMC Pacer. I know, they're ugly, but I want one. That, and I'd like a Gremlin, as far as I haven't had a chance to work on them. Now, one I've worked on a lot is the LTD wagons, Ford LTD wagons. So I've worked on a lot of them, but my dream one is a 74, 5, 6, 7, or 8 Ford LTD Country Squire wagon with the wood grain in deep blue, maroon, or emerald green. So I'm still looking for them.
Michael, yes, you're always welcome to come over and play board games.
Daryl says hello.
Hey.
Daryl and Sarah watch us all the time. Sarah, I think his wife's name is Sarah.
Oh,
I could probably get you a Pacer. Hey, I'm down with it, Irish. Jay, is it doable? I mean, I'll do it as a revive and drive, or I'll buy a decent one. But I'd like to do a revival on a Pacer that I can keep. Those wagons are awesome. Yes, I've got a 78 LTD wagon coming up on the channel in the future here. And in fact, it's right out here. Give me a thumbs up if you guys think you want to see it. It's actually sitting right outside, but
he needs to do something with it.
It's fine. It's baby poop brown. I like baby poop brown.
It's baby poop brown.
Yes, it is. But yeah, I've got a 78 LTD wagon sitting out here with the 3rd row seat in the back and everything. Yeah. She's been sitting a while, but we're going to get her going again.
You'll get it going.
But,
I have faith in you.
My grandfather had a Country Squire wagon in that year range. If you find one, I'll take it.
Interesting color.
Country Squires with a bond. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So real quick, thank you. I love the old Dodge truck too, right behind Duke behind us.
I know.
So real quick, if you do like the channel and you are wanting to get a little more involved with the channel, we do have memberships. If you want to join, it's completely optional. It's $2.99 a month. And we do a fair bit of members only things. There's several members that are in here. Pipe up if you see that we do several members only things, just because, or the videos come out, and plus the videos come out sooner for members, like most creators on YouTube. But if you do want to get more involved with the channel, please become a member. Here's the cool thing about the members stuff. We don't have a ton of members, and that's with me. I'd like a few more, but what I'm saying is, so when we do the members only lives or we do members only things, it's very personal and almost kind of one-on-one. You get to talk and answer all your questions and get everything. It's kind of intimate, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So while the channel is the size it is, because I want it to get bigger, Yeah, Whitney's on this. Yeah, members rule and gym trees as well. Um, get involved if you like. It'd be awesome. And don't forget merch, theinevitablegym.com. We got hats, shirts, stickers. But even if you just subscribe and come watch the videos, I appreciate it. That brings me to the last thing, real quick,
Well-
Pam, is okay, on the backside of YouTube, we get all kinds of analytics and statistics. And over 75% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. 75 to 80% of you guys that watch the videos haven't hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button doesn't cost a thing on YouTube. It costs nothing. What it does, though, is it gets you notified when new videos are out or if I've got a message, because I post messages and such to all the subscribers, and then there's even some that go special to members, but I do a lot of communication to subscribers. So if you want kind of the inside loop on what's going on with the channel, just subscribe. It costs nothing, and then you get that inside loop of information. And several people throw a thumbs up here. I know that I send out lots of messages and try to tell people what's going on and what's new and what's up. So if you want to support the channel, even if you don't want to spend any money, that's great. Hit the subscribe button. I was really shocked by that statistic. 75 to 80% of the viewers of my videos aren't subscribed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's unique. And I know it's that way for a lot of creators, but please hit that subscribe button.
And Daryl's wife name is Sarah.
It is Sarah. Yes, I saw that pop
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Questions. Hit me with some questions.
It says one of them said, "Yeah, my wife's eyes lit up when you said gremlin."
Oh yeah, I'd love to get a gremlin.
That'd be cool.
Kevin at Junkyard Digs has a green one that he did a revival on. I've tried to buy it several times, but it's absolutely not for sale. I still ask though.
Olds.
What's my favorite olds? I'm not a huge olds guy. I mean, I like old cars, but
I had an Oldsmobile. My parents.
yeah, I will tell you what. A newer Oldsmobile that I kind of like is an Oldsmobile Toronado Trofeo from the 90s. They're kind of badass.
Really?
One in red would be kind of cool. As far as an older Oldsmobile, the old Cutlass Cruiser wagon with the, God, I'm drawing a blank. The windows up top. Somebody help me out here. I know what the name of it is. I just can't think of it. And those wagons, I like those.
I had
The Vista Cruiser. That's Vista Cruiser.
a four-door Olds.
Yes, it makes her the inevitable Pam.
It was black with red velvet,
Yep.
like interior.
Crushed velvet.
Yes.
Oh yeah, straight out of
And,
'70s, man.
We did a thing back in Northwest Iowa called Scoop in the Loop. So Friday nights and Saturday nights, all us teenagers would literally go around 4 blocks. I grew up in a town of 4,000, and we scooped the loop, and the windows were open. And I know that car only seated like 6, but I swear to God, there was like 10 girls, 10 of us in that car.
Red interior, absolutely the worst interior color ever. It depends, TC. In a black car, it looks smoking hot.
Yeah, no, when I was a teenager, no,
Yeah.
it was like, ugh.
I'll tell you what, I had a triple red car here not too long ago. I
Yes.
had a '78 Mercury Grand Marquis 4-door, red interior, lipstick red paint, and a red vinyl top. I actually bought it for Pam and gave it to her, and it was too big. She doesn't like cars that quite that big, so I passed it on to another collector.
I'm a pickup or a SUV girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ford Way overdid it for way too long. Let's see. I know someone who owned a Gremlin with 401 4-speed. Yes, those would be bad.
He would
Ass.
love that.
yeah.
My parents
Burnouts
are looking
galore.
for new furniture. I showed them old.
Cadillac. What's a good classic car to start with?
Oh, Irish Outlaw. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Irish Outlaw just gifted some memberships.
Aw.
Badass. So what's a good classic car to start with? Here's the thing, John, on that. Find something a bit mainstream, like a Mustang or a Chevelle or a Camaro or something there's a good aftermarket parts backing for, because it's going to make it easier for you to find parts. And if Buff was on here, Buff's Garage, he would absolutely back me up on this. Like 50s Buicks. They look cool. try to find parts for them.
You're not
Okay.
gonna find parts.
So
for
like,
'em.
you can always get a good deal
Oh,
on some of those,
Karen.
but the thing is getting parts. That's the most frustrating thing is a lot of project cars to start with. I would say make sure you buy something that has good parts availability and do not buy something that someone else has already taken apart if it's your first one. Buying a basket case, you can get some great deals, but I tell you what, you better buy it cheap. Because if they say, yep, it's all there. No, it isn't.
No.
No, you're going to be missing 3 or 4 pieces of trim. They're the hardest ones to find.
Don't get
You're
one.
going to be missing, there's going to be stuff. I'm telling you, there's going to be stuff missing.
Oh, Aaron gifted.
Aaron
membership.
gifted memberships. Thank you, dude.
Aaron. You guys are the
Oh,
best.
you mean like my truck? Yeah, Michael, like your truck.
My basket case.
Irish Outlaw, don't get what I have.
I like that.
Yeah, and so many basket cases do
you're
pop up
right,
because
they
somebody else
do.
lost interest, or why did they stop? Chances are they got into it and it was too much trouble, or it was more trouble than it's worth. They lost interest for a reason. Now, every once in a while, sometimes it's a divorce, or sometimes they got in too deep financially. So, things like that. But those really good deals that are being sold for the honest, right reasons are few and far between. I absolutely have a firm policy, unless it's an absolute steal, on buying something that somebody else has already taken apart.
I like best advice,
Best advice of what you like.
but what you can
But-
afford.
Buy what you like, but what you can afford. Get a Studebaker. Oh, God. Make sure you get the parts. First vehicle to work on is Chevy truck, parts everywhere. And that's true. If you like trucks, get a square body. If you can find a
I
reasonable
love
priced
the
one.
state of Iowa rocker panels.
Oh, yeah. These, I'm telling you right now, dude. These right here, these are stout ones, too. This is a 1958 Iowa plate. This is 1972. That's back when they had some metal in them, dude. They make good rocker panels. Now, on the inside of the truck, we had to use the newer ones on the floor because they're flimsier.
It was hilarious. And it took Richie forever to get it started. Get that
self-tappers.
first one started.
See, the newer ones are good for floors because they're thin and flimsier and you can shape them better. Yeah. Oh, the handle just fell off. I heard it crash down. Anyway.
Okay, I'm barely hanging on to my interest on this one. I've never wanted to smack somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Mike was talking about his buddy Zeb. You and your brother Zeb. Yeah. He's a legend in his own mind.
They're
But-
still in West Studebaker.
I can't. The stuff's disappearing. Okay. Hey, Yellow Fanatic, how are you? Dale, how are you? Yeah, there are still a lot of NOS Studebaker parts.
Oh my
There,
gosh.
some of the Studebaker stuff isn't too bad. A good friend of mine here locally does.
Redneck rebuilds.
Redneck Rebuilds in the house. Would you be willing to let a guy come help you on a project? Well, where are you at? That's the biggest thing. How close are you? Because I only work a few hours here and there.
But maybe.
Yes. Michael bought a project. He's the perfect example. Michael bought a project.
Oh Lord.
I love Michael. And he got told, well, it just ran a couple years ago. Oh, you should see the picture of the cylinder. If that thing ran a couple years ago, then they parked it in the lake afterwards. Oh my
Really?
God. Oh, it was bad.
Awful.
Oh my God. He
Oh.
got,
A
I'm
couple
sorry.
of years ago, times like
Yeah.
20.
Michael got that one put up his butt sideways without lube. Sorry, dude.
Oh,
You're still gonna make it a good project. I appreciate you sticking with it, but yeah, you kind of
I'm
got that.
hometown in
Sac City. Oh, she knows where that's at. That's next
Yeah.
to. So she grew up in Sheldon.
Sheldon,
Iowa.
I know where you're at.
Yep. I'm not much of a Ford guy, but I'd love to do an Edsel one day. Edsels are pretty cool. Okay. Again, parts availability, some of the trim and some of that stuff's hard to get. Make sure you got all the important parts. Hey Jim, did you see those pictures I sent you of that van? Yes, I did.
It's from the
Daryl, I open all your emails, Daryl, and I look at all the listings you send me. I really, really do. I just don't always respond because I got a ton of emails. But Daryl, I see your name pop up, and I always click on them because I know you send me some good, interesting ads. Mike, it's from the Titanic. That cylinder looked like it was from the Titanic, dude.
Hey, did you find
Ramon!
that? Did
Hey,
you
Ramon
find that
made it.
blue stone
Yeah,
down there?
did you find the heart of the ocean, Michael? If you find the heart of the ocean in that cylinder, maybe it'll make it worth it. Edsel hard to do, 3 years and nothing interchanges. That's the biggest thing with Edsel and several other cars. If you buy a project car, make sure you're not buying a 1 year only model. If you are, make sure it's done or at least all in one piece. I have a 72 Ranchero 500. It's a 1 year only body style. I bought the car complete for that reason. So make sure you do. Like, you did find the heart of the ocean? Yeah. Heartburn, maybe.
It's not that bad.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you pictures. Michael texted me pictures. It's interesting. If you guys don't know what Michael Lunsford on there, he's a member. So Michael helped us out on in Dalton's video when I went down here a month or so ago and went down. We did the 2 Torinos. Michael's the guy that came and helped us. In the background of where we got those Torinos is this 54 Ford that he bought, and oh my gosh,
Holstein.
Redneck Rebuilds. Send me an email. Let's talk.
Hey, okay. Kevin, I know Holstein too. I have some.
Your mom's from Holstein.
No, my dad has second cousins.
Oh, your mom's from where?
No, Sibley.
Sibley, that's right.
My dad has second cousins in Holstein.
I knew there was somebody there, Holstein. Yeah. Have you guys found a country squire to restore yet? No.
Oh, please.
Not the country squire. I want one bad.
He is the
99 Ford F-150 turnover, but won't start. Biggest thing comes in an engine. Do you have spark and do you have fuel? If you got fuel and you got fire, it should run. The next thing is, do you have fuel and fire at the right time? That's the biggest thing.
Jim, question. Maybe an answer.
Yes. What's the question you got? Could knock out Jim's 12 projects with all his help.
Rose says hi.
Yeah, Rose says hi. There wasn't enough room on the door. Yeah, I'd kick Rose off the door.
She should have moved over for him.
And you see how big that door was?
Oh my God, that bitch didn't want him on there. Sorry.
Yeah. Language. Your mom was here. She'd wash your mouth out with soap.
She would.
What's the question you got, Ramon? I'll see if I can answer. You know, I said I was going to get off in 2 to 3 minutes, like a half an hour ago.
Michael's cracking me up.
We've been having a good time. Sandy's even having a good time here. She's right down here.
Hi, BB.
She's down here chilling out.
She's like resting because the grandkids drove her nuts.
Pam, get the soap. That's right. All right, what's your question, Ramon? If anybody else has a question, let's rip it off. I really got to get back to work on Duke, but we're having a blast right now.
Oh my God, I love Michael.
So I'll recap for those of you who just showed up. Nice chat and congrats on 10,000 subs. Thank you very much. See you, Hangman's Garage. Here's the thing. Okay, so new announcements. I want to make sure everybody gets to hear anything. So you probably won't see videos landing on Fridays anymore. I did it just because it'd been a while and I had to get it out. Because when I put a video out on Friday, I'm up against all the big boys. I'm up against Dalton, Kevin Junker, Diggs, Derek, all those. And so my video kind of got lost at first. It's picking up now. So if you haven't gone and looked at the new Duke video, please watch it.
We're the little fish in the big pond.
Yeah, we're the little fish in the and I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. We hit 10,000 subscribers. Huge milestone. We hit that yesterday at noon. We had 10,001 at noon. Thank you very much for supporting the channel and doing that. We have a few more styles and ideas on merch that we want to do. But we got to get some of the merch that we have now sold out. Those of you who don't realize, those of us that do merch, we have to buy it all up front. So all the merch that's in inventory, I've already paid for. So once that gets sold out, then I'll fill it with other stuff.
I love Nemo.
like Nemo, yes. Be sure to try that vinegar trick. It really does work. I will, Michael. I appreciate it.
What's the vinegar?
To eat rust out. I've been talking to Michael on some comments and stuff.
Really good fit.
So as far as last Monday, Tuesday, I went down to Georgia with my good friend KP, Fellowship in Cars. If you have not had a chance, go over and check out Fellowship in Cars on the YouTube channel. He's a small YouTube channel like me. He is hilarious. He's got this infectious laugh you'll love. But great dude, nice guy, great family. So I went down to look at a couple cars, ended up not liking those two, but ended up buying 2 other cars. Yep. Imagine that, me buying 2 old cars. 75 Monte Carlo and a 68 Buick LeSabre. I'm going down next month.
LeSabre.
Yes, to revive one of those and drive it 800 miles home.
He calls it a LeSabre.
LeSabre, yes. I don't want to get into any competition match, but I called them LeSabres way when I was a technician, an apprentice technician, because I worked at a Buick dealership. So, so since the famous Derek started calling them the LeSabre, we've been doing it for a long time. And Brohams. Yeah, if you got a Brougham, it's a Broham.
Broham.
Yeah. Dalton just bought property in New Mexico. He could find some solid cars and trucks. Yeah, he got a deal on some foreclosed property. I don't know if he's made the announcement to everybody, so we'll keep that quiet for now. I'm over by Center Point if you ever need a hand. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Send me an email, Michael, theinevitablejim@gmail.com.
Oh, Center
Pam is
Point.
cracking me up. That's right. Now you see why I love this lady, man. She's awesome.
Aw.
So, 58 International, Pops is coming up next, the next main feature video on the channel.
I'm in that one too.
Yep, that's hers. That's hers.
my
It's
truck.
up there on the lift.
He's so cute.
54
Look at
International.
him.
Yep. So there's a story behind Pops. We'll clue you in on the whole story. And but we're redoing an engine. We're going to do an engine swap on him. He runs and drives, but we're going to do a fresher engine. The parts truck that I got to put him together and put him back on the road, I bought an entire truck for $500. So you can about imagine how tired that old engine is. But since then we bought. Yeah, you've paid me for it now.
I bought that.
She reimbursed me.
I reimbursed.
Okay. We can take the rest out on trade, honey. It's okay. Anyway, so it has a 300 inline six Ford in it, and I've since found a 34,000 mile inline six Ford that's been sitting in a barn for about 30 years, just the engine. We're going to take that all apart, clean it up, new gaskets, re-ring it and all that, see if it needs honed and such. It's not stuck, it turns. But we're going to freshen that engine up, and we're going to do an engine swap in Pops.
Okay, so Dale asked how many years for Jim and Pam.
Okay. Well, Pam and I met on Halloween in 2020 when COVID was coming out of things. It's second marriage for both of us. Both of us were married for 30 years prior, and not going to get into a lot of details, but both of our spouses made some poor decisions that neither of us could get past. So you figure it out. And so we got single. And I'm going to tell you something. Being single
At our age.
yeah.
Stinks.
Being single at 51, 52 years old, I'm going to tell you.
Well, I was 48.
Yes, and I robbed the cradle. But being single in your early 50s when you haven't dated for 30 years is challenging, okay? I'm going to tell you something. The ladies that I found out that all the
Be nice.
okay.
All right.
Most of the ladies out there are like parking spaces as far as the dating pool in our age group. They're just like parking spaces. All the good ones are taken. The only thing available is either handicapped or way the hell out there. I'm telling you. And I tell you, I won the lottery with this lady.
And for men, they're just not you guys, because obviously you're the best, but boy, there's some real wackadoodles out there.
And there's boys.
And
Like
they're
she would see the dating site thing. Because you gotta understand, we were both single and got divorced right at the beginning of COVID. So it wasn't like we could go out and meet people. So we had to do the whole online dating thing. Oh my gosh. We can talk for hours. We're not even going to go there.
to tell you some of the stuff that got sent to me. Aki.
Anyway. So the thing is yeah, we're gonna leave that stay there. Okay, it is an interesting thing, the online dating thing. I tell you what. Here's the thing. Here's the whole story on how we met. So I was taking the time to actually read a lady's profile, and if I thought we had something in common, I would take the time to be a gentleman and write a whole paragraph. Hey, how are you? I read your profile. I think we got this in common. If you'd like to chat sometime, let me know. Crickets. Never hear nothing. I spent so much time trying to actually be nice and treat a lady with respect, and you wouldn't hear back, or you'd hear back, hey, I met somebody a couple months or 2-3 months ago. I want to see how it works out, but thank you very much for the email.
Then why were they still on
I
there?
take your profile down. Anyway, long story short,
Okay.
I was so fed up with it by the time I got to Pam. I thought, I haven't even looked at Match.com in a while. What the hell, I'll look. And her profile popped up. And by then, I'd gotten pretty smart. You only message people that says they're online now. Otherwise, you're never going to talk to
Okay,
anybody.
what drew you to my profile?
Your smile.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Anyway, so her profile popped up. And I thought, okay, I'll send her a quick message. This is how taking the time to write nice messages I was. This is what I sent her. Hi, how's your Halloween treating you? Send. That was it. I'm like, we're cutting right to the chase here. And so as it turns out, she had logged on, had her daughter over there, and logged on to help her get rid of her profile because she had met so many bad people.
My daughters signed me up. They're like, you're too good looking to be single, mom. And so I'm like, yeah, whatever. I was over men. But so I'm like, you know what? All the crap I was getting, I'm like, you're going to help me get rid of my profile. My daughter was over there with her
Yep.
children. And I opened it up, and this guy goes, how's your Halloween treating you?
Right as she opened her profile. And she goes, watch this, I'll get rid of him.
I'm going to get rid of him.
She didn't even look at my profile. She said to her daughter, watch me, I'm getting rid of this guy. Because in her profile, it talked all about her grandchildren and how important they were. As it turned out, all the guys that kept messenger, as soon as she said something about grandchildren, they would ghost her. So she said to her daughter, she goes, watch this, I'll get rid of him. She says this back. I say, hi, how's your Halloween treating you? Boom, pops right back.
I go,
well, I'm just sitting here waiting for my grandchildren to come over to show me their costumes. It's Halloween.
And I'm like, he won't answer back.
She goes, watch this. He won't answer back.
And he goes, oh, I'm waiting for my grandkids too. I'm like, damn it.
So then her daughter goes, see, he's a nice guy. At least look at his profile. So then she goes and looks at my profile.
I haven't killed him.
And as she's looking at the profile, I messaged her back. I said, well, I spent the afternoon cleaning out the garage, getting ready to rearrange it for the winter. The next thing on the agenda is to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. She messages back. Now, this all happens in the span of like 5 minutes.
My daughter's like, come on, Mom, give him a chance. His second profile picture is his puppy. And I'm like, okay, it's a dog.
And I had my hat on straight. I wasn't in a bar going,
so I go,
with a beer in my hand. So I send back to her. I said, I'm, waiting to see if I'm gonna, next thing is to figure out what's for dinner. She sends back, she goes.
So you settled? No.
Settled what?
Irish outlaw.
So you settled? Oh, absolutely not. So she sends right back. Well, and this is, got to understand, this is Halloween during the year of COVID, 2020. Restaurants and stuff were just opening up. And she says, well, my favorite Mexican restaurant's opening back up. I'm going to go belly up to the bar and have dinner. So I type her back. This is how done it was.
First of all, look what Michael wrote.
What Michael write? Thank God it wasn't Tinder. Oh, my God. Anyway.
No, he wrote, Jim, please never do that.
Do what?
Michael, I'm serious.
Okay.
There were some pictures I got. Oh, my
Not
God.
me, other guys. So she says she's going to go belly up to the bar and have dinner at her favorite Mexican restaurant. So I type back, you want some company? That was it.
Yeah, but what was my answer?
Sure, why the hell not?
I was like so over it. I thought this guy is going to stand me up anyway. So I'm like, sure, why the hell not? I'm going to go anyway because the record for me sitting down and having a free drink in front of me was 3 minutes. My girlfriends would time to see how long it took for a guy to put a free drink in front of me.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And I'd be like, I'm driving, I'm not drinking. And they would be like, well, I'll give you a ride home. No.
So an hour and a half later, now you gotta understand, from the time I messaged her to the time she said, sure, why the hell not, was like 5-6 minutes. Hour and a half later, we were having dinner, and the rest is history, I guess.
Look at Michael. I love you, dude.
I gotta look at your phone. The
stop
messages
laughing.
are popping away on mine. Where's his?
You look like you eat crayons when you did that.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Okay, stop.
Maroon is yummy. Yeah, we can.
Okay.
I like the navy blue.
Stop.
Give me a beer. Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah.
So you guys asked how we met. That kind of really got off on a tangent there. I'm probably missing all kinds of car questions here.
Sorry.
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 Oh man, they're disappearing on my screen. I'm in my early 60s, gone through 2 failed marriages. Would I attempt a third? No way. Not how even. Here's the thing. Jake, we were both at that same point too. We're like, screw it. We don't need it. We can just roll solo. And
it's God. I'm telling you because I'm a huge faith-filled person, and I said I'm done. I don't ever want to be married again. And it's like then he came and he made me fall in love with him. God darn it!
I didn't make you. I just showed up. Anyway, so I got to get back to work on Duke. I got to get some stuff done.
Daryl, please don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
I agree.
Daryl and Sam met the same way, online dating. So, okay, I'll take I'll take 2 more questions and then we gotta go. My God, I've been on this live
I've
almost an
had the
hour.
best time. I am so glad I came down to say hi.
Sandy's over it. She's taking a nap on the floor. She's like, I'm over it.
Hey, I've had 3 kids for too many hours, so this is like very.
It's not your chance to talk to adults.
I know, I love it.
Okay, she's gonna open her eyes because I said something about her, but
Hi, baby.
no, don't. Unless we'll catch her sleeping in a second here. She'll close her eyes again. But yeah, a couple more questions. The questions are showing up great on your screen. They're disappearing on mine because you have it up right. So I'll let you.
Oh yeah, it's been so much fun.
Corey, thank you very much. Did it again. Those will go towards puppy treats, is what they do.
Oh yes, thank you. Do it again.
Oh.
No, don't, Corey. No, I would pay him not to do that again.
Let's see if she's gonna show up down there. See, she's so over it. She's like done.
Yeah, she's had a full day with the grandkids too.
All right. Anybody got a question popping up there?
No, but
Thank you for sharing that.
Corey's like, do it again.
Do it again.
No, I will pay him not to do it again. Twice was enough. Thank you, Pete.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Corey paid me $2 not to do it. Somebody else paid me more to do it, and I will.
No, I will pay you more not to do it.
Hey, I gotta buy more parts for Duke, man. We'll take all the money we can get. JX, always told Solo here, Jim. That's got me through all the cars. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Jerry. I get it. This lady here pretty much loves me for who I am, and she knows cars are a part of it, and that's just the way it is.
It's fun.
Were you the kid sitting in the corner eating glue at school? No, the paste was better than the glue.
I was probably the one going, teacher, there's a kid in the corner eating glue. Should we help him?
You know, if he's eating glue, we can't help him no more. He's done. He was eating the glue.
Oh my gosh, I love you guys.
Yeah, Jerry meant he rolled Solo.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody's wanting attention.
All right, well,
Can you
I'm
tell?
gonna head back
I would tell you
up.
what. Can you tell she wants attention? Look at this.
Damn lead paint.
Look at this. That's what she does. When she wants something, she looks at us like that. You get these eyes. Come on.
Oh, she loves her ear rubs.
Yep. Watch this. This is what you get. You get this from her. See? How do you say no to that face?
You can't.
Look at that.
You can't.
Look at that.
You're so cute.
How do you say no to that? So
Well,
apparently
thank you
she
guys.
wants to go in. So
It's been fun chatting with you.
let's see her there. Yeah, I get you, Jason. It does. Cars get us through all kinds of stuff.
They really.
What was the let's see? Whiskey River. Hey Jim, the Dodge pickup was a great video. Can't wait to see the ending.
Aw.
Yep, it's right behind me. We're filming part 2. Doing some work tonight. Tomorrow night, Richie's coming Tuesday night, and this video should be out Wednesday or Thursday. Chew it. I'm still laughing. This turned into a train wreck of a live, in a good way. In a good way.
This is who we are.
This is really, yeah. I tell you what, you're seeing. We got on the chat on the discussion earlier about YouTube people that are different people in person than they are on the screen. Man, this is who I am. It's just the way it is. Papa GS Garage, I emailed you my GS pics the other day.
Awesome.
Yes, I saw them. Thanks, guys. Enjoy this live.
All right.
Real quick, the next video is going to have a large, kind of an expanded viewers rides. I've gotten, God, I know I haven't put some in the last few videos, but got so many of them.
Ones.
Thanks for being moderators, Pam and Dennis. I appreciate you jumping on moderating for us. It's because of guys like you that allows us to do these general public lives. Otherwise, guys, you know what? There's some keyboard warriors out there just come in and try to say stupid things and such, and they keep them filtered out for us so we can actually have an enjoyable live.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's it. I got to get back to work. If you have a question or you want to talk to me, Pam and Sandy are going to head up to the house. If you have a question or comment or you have a viewer ride that you might want considered for the channel, please email me at theinevitablejim@gmail.com. Merch is available at theinevitablejim.com. If you have something you want to send to us that you think would be relevant to the channel, the address is always in the description, but it's not P.O. Box, oh my gosh. It's 344th Street, Marion, Iowa, 52302. That's my shipping address. Do I have a low butt club? Yes, Papa GS Garage. We do have membership. Members, you can be a member of the channel. It's $2.99 a month. Click the join button below any video and you can get that information. Those of you that are members on here right now, and there's several of them, we talked about it earlier. We do a lot of stuff for our members, and we interact and stay involved with members. And that's kind of the beauty of it when we're a channel of this size growing. When you are a member, you do get a little more interaction, because I don't know if you've ever been on a public live with Dalton. I mean, it looks like the messages go by so fast. I don't know how he picks out one and answers it. But anyway, thank you very much for taking the time to join us. This was actually a lot of fun. I originally intended to do like about a 15-minute update live, and we've been on for 1 hour and 5 now. So thank you very much for making it fun, and we will see everybody the next time. Look out for the part 2 of Duke coming up. Other than that, have a great evening, everybody.